This is a segment from the Kevin Bradley episode. The full episode is available on our Patreon. Kind of fuck with the cold. I don't fuck with the wind.
The wind is
like
crazy.
The wind is gnarly. The wind, like the cold's not that bad. Like the way it was yesterday, you couldn't skate yesterday. I mean, the day before yesterday was drenching.
Was hitting my face, and it was like I had sunburn. Like I got back, and it was like burning all on my face from the top. Like, I was like, what the blistering cold? That's where it come from.
So you just wake up, you go to FA, you chill, and then you just be chilling at night. Yeah. No skating while you're here right now.
Well, yeah, I want to. I want to, but it's so cold, and honestly, it's not my vibe at all. I mean, like, if it was a mandatory, like, I don't have to skate. I want to, like, do a couple things while I'm here. That's always the plan. But, you know, how things work is just not that simple.
Yeah. How does it feel skating as, like, the way you make your living? Does it feel any different from just growing up skating, you know, skating for fun, which is, like, you know, what we did?
Definitely.
And then to now it's your living. Now it's, like, you know, it's the whole thing.
Obligatory. Yeah,
obligatory,
it's different. It's different. It's because, I mean, it's way easier when you're younger because you don't have to, like, you can just do whatever you want. It's not really like, well, as it being a job, you just have, I feel like you got to one-up yourself all the time. Maybe it's just me, but I just feel like, I'm never good enough. I'm trying to find that same thing that made me want to keep skating when I was a little kid. Yeah. Because it is harder when it becomes an obligation.
Does it get stressful?
Yeah, definitely. You know, you got to meet, I don't know the right word for it, so I'm going to just say quota.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to meet quota.
Well, what are they telling you? Like, the companies you ride for, are they like, oh, we have a video coming out, you have to get this amount of footage for this video? Or are they just like, do whatever, you just got to get footage?
Yeah, they're like, they're not like, you got to get this amount of footage. They're like, we would like for you to get something.
Yeah.
And I want to get something, like, definitely.
They ask politely.
That's what they do. Sometimes. But, you know, I feel like it depends on what it is. Like, yeah and no. Like, sometimes you're just like, yeah, just get something. So it's not like you're just, like, fucking around.
Yeah.
Because I'm not always just fucking around. Although I am, like, fucking around. No, for real.
That's the thing is, like, skating is just half fucking around anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like war. You feel me? It's like war. It's like you fucking just go, and you gotta. It's like one ending. It's like no matter how you go around it, it's like the same shit at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like probably one of the hardest things to be a fucking pro skater, because anything that's like audience, not based, but like obviously we skate for ourselves, but like when you like make a living off of it, I feel like you have to deal with like people who have something to say, you know what I mean, and feedback and shit.
Oh yeah.
And like whenever someone's too good at something, for example, like Nija or like let's say Deshaun Jordan.
Yeah, you
shit,
get more hate.
They be like, he's just doing anything. Like this trick doesn't even look good. It's like too complicated. Like it's a really crazy balance, and I can't fathom like having to deal with that shit all the time. You know. Yeah. So I get how hard it is and shit like that.
And as much as like a motherfucker want to say they don't give a fuck, like that's a lie. Cause like I almost don't fully give a fuck, but then sometimes I be like, what the fuck? What they talking shit? Like secretly in the back of my head, I'm like, they talking shit. I gotta go do some shit. Like I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I like it when people talk shit to me. Make everything seem normal, I feel like.
Yeah.
I hate when people are like overly
read
nice for
comments?
no reason. Comments?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's, some of them be funny. I'd be like, damn, they really hate me. like damn. They be saying the most outrageous shit, like just like real hateful like shit that would like hurt a regular person's like feelings.
I mean, you got to think about also how many heads are watching you. How many heads are watching you skate and just watching your life? So if there's fucking 10 negative comments and 10,000 people saw it, that's a good
but
ratio.
some people say nice things.
You know, exactly.
And that makes me feel good too.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I look at them, but it doesn't like, I don't let the negative comments affect me.
Yeah.
More, I'll let the positive ones, like, I'm like, yeah, see, I'm not such a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Like somebody noticed. I'm not just out here fucking for no reason.
I mean, Cherry, it came out 10 years ago. I saw like a few days ago is the 10-year mark. So at the very minimum for 10 years, you've kind of been in like some sort of spotlight, definitely more than normal people. Like, you know, how does that feel, especially 10 years ago when you're younger and shit, and like, you know, you're just getting all this attention and shit. Do you think it changes you as a person? Is it like hard to deal with? What are some of the unseen things?
I don't think it changes me as a person. That's a long question.
Yeah. I asked like 10 questions in one.
Like, all right, so that's the first part. What was the second part?
I'm gonna just ask a different question, but kind of the same thing. Is just like,
oh, like to be in the spotlight.
Was it weird? Like however old you were when that shit came out, was it weird?
At first, like yeah, at first it definitely changed me a little bit because I was younger, so I was like, I felt like I really did something, you know. But at first, yeah, it makes me. I was like. Hyped me up a lot, but you know, it's like over the years, you know, new people are born and they got more and more to say. They got more and more to say every time. Like, you know, like 10 years ago it was different. Fast forward 10 years, like nobody really gives a fuck about that video. Half the motherfuckers that skate haven't even seen that shit. Yeah. Like it's just like
I feel like a lot of people seen it.
Well, not the TikTok kids.
Nah, they for sure seen it.
I think if there's any video they've seen, it's gotta be that one, man. I was just talking to homie the other day, and I was like, I don't know if a video since then has come out that's been that impactful in the skate world.
I remember when it came out, I didn't want to watch it because it was in black and white. I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to see no black and white shit.
And then you seen some black and white shit.
And then I seen some black and white shit, and then I like grew to appreciate it. I just really like the soundtrack from that video.
100%.
Yeah. Like, I like that video too because it wasn't like a normal skate video. It was like all bunched up into like one instead of like, you know how like people they put into like. I hate that.
Like sections.
Yeah.
Titles and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you think it was gonna be as big as it was? As big as it got?
No.
Like when it happened?
No.
Like, did you go to the premiere for it in LA?
I went to the one in San Francisco.
How was that?
It was fucking. I remember the drive there.
You drove there?
Well, we drove in a van,
okay.
Like a bunch of us, but I don't really remember the premiere. See, I was a little kid, like I was younger, and I was like a shithead. It's like not really paying attention.
Were you on Cliche at that time?
Yep. Well, filming like half and half. Half on Cliche, half on FA. Filming for Cherry.
No way.
Yeah.
You were just getting bored from both?
At first, I started. I was getting Cliche. I quit Cliche filming for Cherry. Staying at Bill's house.
I thought you left Cliche like when it.
Hell no, I left.
When did it shut down anyway?
I left Cliche at Bill's. I was staying at Bill's house filming for Cherry, sleeping on his kitchen floor.
What?
Bro, he helped me cut my cast off with a butter knife. I'm not even joking. But there was a motherfucker on Cliche I wasn't fucking with. He was a Flow at the time. But I do not fuck with him at all. To this day. Fuck that nigga. But anyways, I was like, nah, y'all put him on, like, I'll quit, ha ha ha, like, you know, fucking around. And they're like, oh, okay, we wouldn't. Not even no hater shit. He's not good people. It's like, it's like not the homie. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I was like fucking around little kid shit, but I was dead serious. But maybe they were like, ha ha ha, like no, I was dead serious. So I'm filming for Cherry. I'm supposed to fly to France from New York, and I accidentally had my dad's passport. Like, it was like, damn, how crazy is that? Like, I'm like, damn, I can't make it to France. Next day, they want to be funny, post like, oh, well, he made his flight. I'm like, oh, hell no, yeah, I quit. But Dill had already been asking me to get on FA. He was like, I'm starting this. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not going to just leave. Like, you know, they took care of me. So it's like, it's more than that. But I feel like I felt double crossed. So I left. I called. I was like, I quit the fuck. And that's that on that.
You just called them.
Yeah. I was like, I quit.
And then what? Right after that, you already knew you were going to FA.
Well, yeah. Deal was already like, get on. And my homies were already on that I grew up skating with. So it was like, yeah, but like, they took care of me and I was young. So, you know, it was like easy for me to be like, no. And I wasn't ready to take no risks yet. You know, that little 500 was busting for me. I needed that. But it was low-key an impulse decision.
Yeah.
I made it out of anger, but I'm glad I did.
How was skating for FA versus skating for Cliche? I feel like just from an outsider's perspective, it's got to be different. The way shit's probably run and the way that like FA is really, especially like the viewpoint that I got was like, this is like some homie shit. This is like some family environment shit. Like they all really know each other and they all really grew up together.
That's exactly how it started. Like, and that's why it's like, like the obligation situation. It's like, yeah, skating is that, but like getting on FA was like easier because I didn't have to worry about that part of it because I was already with my friends.
Yeah.
So it was like the same reason I started skating all over again, and it just made my job so much easier. It's crazy calling it my job, but it just made skating hella easier.
Yeah. Does it ever trip you out? Like, it really is your job.
Yeah, when people ask me, like, what do you do? And I'm like, I'm a skater. And they're like, you do it for your job? I'm like, well, according to my contract, I'm a professional athlete. I had to, like, vocalize before they started like slandering. Like, oh, you skate? Like, yeah, bitch.
I feel like we should dial back a little bit on the Cherry thing. How did you even get inducted into the video? Like, how did Supreme approach you?
Oh, shit? Because I was already at the LA store like a lot when I was younger, yeah. Even like when I was on Cliche. But they had been giving me stuff since I was young. And they finally made the new team. Tino Razzo was the one who called me like, we putting a new team together, I want you on. Fuck yeah. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't like Supreme wasn't Supreme like that yet. It was just like a skate shop. It was, you know, I didn't know shit about the history of it. It was just a shop that I would go to all the time.
Yeah.
And they looked out for me.
Yeah, I like that. Supreme does that.
They do be looking out.
They look out for kids. I'm not in line. Like, there's been times when I've
forever the whole time
gotten boards and shit. I'm like,
for years, yeah.
Ooh. Nah, but yeah, it's crazy how skateboarding is.
It is. It is. I agree. It still don't make a lot of sense to me, but that's just how life works, huh? You're not supposed to know everything.
It's interesting you didn't know about like the history and shit. I mean, I guess it's in hindsight now, it's 10 years later, but like when you were hanging out there and it was just like a shop that you were going to, that's mad interesting to me.
Yeah, well, I was like 15, 16 years old, And a fucking Bebe's kid, like the first skate video I seen was Baker Has a Death Wish. Besides like a 411 VM. Like, you know, I didn't have no computer or shit in my house. Like, I was just like riding around. Like, no really any guidance. Like, I would just had a skateboard and I skated. Like,
yeah, that's sick. Yeah. I feel like a lot of, maybe not a lot of kids in New York, but like for me, like I didn't watch that many skate videos, and I didn't know like about not only like skate etiquette but like skate culture that much. But I did know like the bare minimum, like the necessities, like this is how you push, this is how you hold your board.
Oh yeah, I was never
like,
Mongo.
I never held by my trucks, never did none of that
never
shit.
did that.
I wasn't that tapped into skate culture till like 2 years into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Type shit. That's when I. Like,
that's when you start to like, yeah,
and like actually looking for videos and looking up.
Like, damn, I need a real board. It's
Yeah,
like this big shit. 5 piece of shit. Like,
yeah. How did you learn about skating? How'd you start skating?
All right, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'd like pick up skating and then drop it. Like, it was never consistent because first off, that shit was expensive as fuck, and my mom like. I'm not gonna say we grew up poor, but like my mom's not spending money on like.
My parents said that same
like that.
shit. They're
you know
like,
what I mean? So I just never did it until like I found my own way to get it, and then like that's where it was. And I met like everyone pretty like quickly, actually, just skating in the city, like making trips from the Bronx to come to the city, just like meet everyone and like try to skate to the best of my abilities, and that's pretty much it.
I love looking back on those times when you first start getting into skating and like everything's unbelievable to you. And like you see someone do the most simple trick and you're like, oh my fucking God, he's nasty. But really it was just like a simple trick that anybody could do, but you couldn't do it at the time. So to you, it's like, oh shit. Like that's how it was for me. Like first time I seen a kid ollie up a curb, that was like the craziest skate trick I've seen in my life.
I need to know how to do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like more than any trick I see today or any trick I've ever seen, like that first thing, like he was just cruising. I'm like, is he really about to do this shit?
I remember, like, ollieing up a curb was my goal. Like, I need to just be riding around and be able to ollie up the fucking curb.
Yeah.
I was never, like,
put the window down.
Not impressed, but, like, I was never, like, obviously I was goal-oriented. Like, I wanted to do that, too. Yeah. But my, like, wow, like, what the fuck, like, that was sick moment in skating is just, like, seeing someone do like a back air or a front air on transition.
Oh, yeah.
And till this day too, like I just love watching that, and I still can't do the shit. So like that's my wow. Like
maybe that should be your goal.
I don't know, man. It's getting a little old in this bitch. Maybe one day.
Talking to a motherfucker pushing 30 is crazy.
Turn bionic and just maybe do it. We'll see.
You still watch a lot of videos, or is there too much shit's coming out?
Me and Lucas was just talking about that shit. I do not watch skating unless it's one of my homies. Like, for example, like Naquan Rawlings. I watch all his shit. He just had a premiere like a couple nights ago. Like, I watch his shit. Or if it's like, if he was to drop a part.
Yeah, same, honestly. I don't be watching.
I'll watch it. But like, I'm not actively looking like, oh, what new skate video dropped this week. I was never really that kind of nigga, except for one filmer, and that's Johnny Wilson, and just that whole like era, like that 2015, 16, like, you know, like NYC, that shit.
That was a beautiful era.
That shit fueled it fueled me to go skate. Me and Never Skimp Brandon, we'd like watch all that shit every day before we go skate, and like literally like try to imitate like fucking Cyrus Bennett in the park, just like low key munching, but we love that shit. We ate that shit up. All that shit, we ate that shit up, bro. I told them niggas that when I seen them. I was like, I was drunk as hell one day, and like for some reason, like Max Palmer, Cyrus Bennett, Johnny Wilson, we just like in the same like bar or some shit, and I was just like, yo, y'all don't even know I fuck with y'all so heavy.
Yeah, I don't even know.
And they were like, nah, we fuck with you heavy. I'm like, y'all know me. I was like, oh shit. And then, I don't know, it's just crazy. That shit, skateboarding's crazy. Again.
You still watch it?
No. Same shit. Like if it's the homie, yeah, he drop a video, but I feel like that shit is dry. Like it's dry as fuck. Everybody posts shit on Instagram. Like that shit is fucking weak. Like bro, it's just like you posting to post. What the fuck is you posting? This shit ain't even like you just want niggas to know that you are skating. Like you not going hard or nothing. It's just like I'm on my skateboard. Like nobody give a fuck. You can be on your skateboard in peace, nigga. I don't want to see that shit personally. I don't want to see it. I'm tired of that shit. I'll be like, what the fuck is this?
It's just oversaturated too.
Yeah,
I think that's
exactly.
like because you're on your phone.
Way too much.
You're literally on Instagram and everyone's posting
dick riding.
Everyone's like posting skating, which is cool because like I'm not gonna talk shit about Instagram because like most of the people that know me because like I used to like film edits at the park.
Instagram
like,
don't give a fuck if you talk shit about them.
Nah, I'm just saying like I'm just trying to approach it like from the right angle because I don't want to seem like this shit never did shit for me.
No, because
for that, like I probably wouldn't even.
It's fun to be. Instagram is fun. It's supposed to be fun, but they going too hard on Instagram.
For sure.
Why are you going so hard on Instagram? It's just like you just like so thirsty to put content out. Like it's just not it. It's just fucking dry. It's not real. It's just like fake, and it's like visibly fake. Nobody. It's like, but people are such dick riders. They just let this shit happen. Like, stop letting just say that shit is weak. You don't gotta post the fire emoji under this shit. Just say that shit is fucking weak. Be like, bro, you could do better than this. Like, this nigga Shot posts a fucking kickflip on the fucking Instagram. No shade. I post a fucking kick on the gram. They're like, oh, this nigga watched up. This nigga posted, oh, they dick riding. The fuck, this nigga just did what I did. But weaker. Not weaker, but he just did a bull. But when I do shit like this, everybody like, oh, you just washed up. But when he do shit like that, it's straight sucking.
That shit just reminded me of...
Why y'all sucking?
That shit just reminded
me of... This nigga just did a fucking funky ass kickflip on the quarter pipe. And like y'all sucking.
It's like that meme is like... Homies will tell Ishad happy birthday before they tell you happy birthday.
Oh,
like,
God.
Everyone just loves Ishad. Like, I'm not knocking. I
love Ishad too.
They do be munching.
Cool people, but they munching.
They do munch.
It's not about him. It's about the
Instagram in general.
Yeah, exactly. It's about the sucking. It's like you just want to be co-signed by a nigga. Like everybody just fake friends because they want to be seen with somebody and they just want to like need a door to be open for them. If you ain't noticed all the bullshit niggas posting over there, it's like, yeah, niggas be getting shit. Like I'd be like, how the fuck this nigga get a box? Like posting the same shit I got. How the fuck he got the same shit I got? It's like, damn, I'm weak. I must be weak too. Bullshit ass shit. Oh, but then you gotta realize people just be giving shit away because you friends with a nigga. Oh, you his homie. Even some of my homies be giving shit because I'm their homie.
You about to point out shit.
Not you. Not you. I get shit because you sometimes. But it's like, that's different because we really friends. Like, niggas just, like, want to be seen and want to be so cool, but don't want to put in the work. So
how much do you think skating's changed since y'all started, or even just because of Instagram, honestly? You know what I mean?
So much. Yeah, everybody thinks they're the fucking police. Like
skateboarding's in a weird-ass place right now.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's very weird. Everything.
Everybody is like way too cool, or like I'm smarter than you. I have a better fucking regimen than you. Like they fucking just too good for it. Like I like skating because I felt like an outlaw. Like I feel like this shit is so soft. Like what the fuck? How the fuck we go from outlaws to police? Like that shit is fucking ass.
I mean, it's like, you know, now it's like an official sport or whatever. If it's in the Olympics, it's an official sport, which is mad crazy because that's going to change the type of heads who get into it in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, eventually, I don't know what the deal is with like high schools and shit, but
God,
eventually it's going to be in high schools.
They destroyed the whole foundation that this shit was created off of. Like, bro, like nobody has real style anymore. Nobody does their own tricks. Everybody just trying to make it to the 9 club. Shit is disgusting. Like, what the fuck this nigga got on booty shorts for in a tank top? What the fuck? He got on booty shorts and a tank top for it. It's like jockey. Like
it's jockey.
You're like
yeah,
a jock. Like
it is jockey.
What the fuck is this fucking bullshit? Like, and then half the time, motherfuckers be skating for like 3 years. They just be, but they got tricks. Like
people get better faster now.
Big spin down a fucking big like. I love Japan. I love Japanese motherfuckers. How the fuck y'all get them little kids beasts like that? Them niggas in the gym. No fits.
Yeah.
No drip. No swag.
I mean, I'm here
tricks
for
though.
It. I'm here for it. Like just.
I'm here for it too. I love insane shit. That's the reason why I let it slide. Because it's fucking insane. I'm like, how the fuck is this getting past everybody? Like, fuck it. Like, let it rock. Let it rock.
Do you think some of them are getting forced? Because I feel like some of them are getting like forced to skate.
Fuck yeah. You gonna be an Olympian one way or the other.
Yeah.
If your ass can't run fast, nigga, you about to hop on that skateboard. That's how I feel like they do it too.
It probably is how they do it. I mean, some people's cases
What?
for sure.
You got this 3-year-old kid doing fucking kickflip from Blunt Big Hill on a... I never seen somebody Blunt Big Hill off the tranny. Yeah, like back into the quarter pipe. Like, bro is 3. Like, what the fuck?
Who taught him that?
You've been in the gym since he came out the womb. Like, damn, but that's crazy because, yeah, motherfuckers got coaches and shit. Like, they didn't have to learn the hard way. It's like skip the whole learning process and just straight to tricks, which is like the best part. That's how you like create yourself. Like, final boss. You become your final boss after you like did all your side missions. And then you become the final boss.
I think for the skate video thing, the reason I don't watch it is because I feel like I'm so behind because there's just a fucking 3 new videos coming out every day. And then like literally hundreds of Instagram clips coming out. And I can't keep up with it. You know what I mean? To the point where I'm like, I'm the type of person where it's like, I'm either going to watch it all or I'm just like not going to watch it. Because then I'm like, I just feel like I'm not doing what I should be doing or whatever. Yeah. And I feel like that kind of sucks because like it was nice when there was one video every few years.
It's because social media.
Yeah.
Look, I watched something the other day and they were talking about basketball. Like Michael Jackson does the like layup with the switch, you know, under the shit. Somebody just did that shit, March Madness, and that shit didn't get no fucking play. Yeah, and it was like crazy. It's just soft. It's like different, and you have to always go harder. You always gotta up yourself. That's another reason why I don't post on Instagram a lot, because I always felt like if I post some shit that I did, then I'm just gonna have to like, it's only gonna be cool for a quick second, and then I have to go harder. So it's like, I like posting bullshit on Instagram, because they're like, oh, he's just skating. It's like a low-key a loophole. That's what I feel like everybody else be doing. Yeah. Posting bullshit on Instagram. So fuck it, what if I just post some bullshit on Instagram? But like, I don't like to post bullshit on Instagram too. Like if it's a clip, because I really feel I'm my biggest critic, you know? Like, and I'm always like, I'm very competitive with myself. And I just don't want to like get into that. I'm like, it's like makes it like it's like I'm fucking like it's like a curse. Like I can't get out of it. Like now I feel some type of way because of what I couldn't do, and I'm like beating myself up, and I just can't keep a fucking straight head.
Do you ever compare yourself to other skaters, like other pro skaters, or?
Hell no. Hell no. I look up to other skaters.
So you're just really comparing it to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said earlier, I think that's healthy.
What anybody else do.
Yeah.
I think that's the healthiest way to like be your own critic. You know what I mean? Like, no one likes being compared to someone. You ever get in trouble like when you're a kid and you're like,
hold on 1 second. Bro, I'm doing something, man. Stop calling me real quick. I'm gonna call you back. All right.
Nah, but you ever been like
nigga keep calling me back to.
Damn, I spilled some shit on you. Like,
I'll go, bro.
So
is it clear? All right, yeah, whatever.
But you know when you're a kid and you get in trouble and like, I don't know if anyone else could relate, but you get in trouble and your parents is like, your cousin is like about to be a fucking doctor or some shit. You're like comparing you. Like, why are you comparing me?
All the time.
So like comparing is like the worst thing you could do for yourself. Like I feel like all the greats in anything, they're usually like deemed as crazy and like selfish because they don't really look at other people, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's low-key a good thing. It's bad.
I think it's a good thing.
Good, you know?
I mean, everybody got to stay in their own lane. Like, everybody got a different, like, process. I don't feel like nobody is better than anybody. It's just a little bit different.
100%. How often do you guys use social media, and in what way do you use it? Are you on it a lot?
Every day, I'm just scrolling, like, looking at nothing. I'm an iPad kid, yeah. I just be looking at nothing. But laughing at nothing.
He's like iPad kid, but he's not on social media like looking at other people's shit.
No, I be looking at memes. Yeah, I be looking at like stupid shit.
He knows like every meme,
animal shits shit. And I don't know. Should we go check what it's looking like? But yeah, I get stuck in the fucking algorithm. I'm just looking like.
That's what that shit's made for.
It's just funny sometimes, you know. They got a lot of crazy shit. Like, look at this nigga with implants, ab implants, and they said, "Bro, look like a Ninja Turtle."
Yeah, he about to get stuck, bro. Put it down, bro.
Yeah, shit like that.
I'm already know.
Type shit.
I mean, I think social media could be good. Like, even though I do, like, I am like doom scrolling sometimes, like.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
I be doom scrolling.
Yeah, doom scrolling. But
I like that. I like the sound of that.
To like make bread. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people make bread.
But that's the weak part. Like, that is not a job.
No. I'm not saying it like from a job aspect. I'm saying like you could speak to someone easily. Like, you're not formally writing an email.
Oh yeah, I tried to delete my Instagram, the last one. Well, I was like, it got deleted, but I was like, thank God, because now I don't got this fucking shackles of social media. But then, like, I needed to talk to people. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck.
It's a tool, yo. At the end of the day, like, you can't even. It's crazy. Tool, it's a tool. It's like the craziest tool we were talking about the other day. Like, you could really connect with fucking anybody. Yeah. Like, you don't need people's phone numbers no more. In a way, you got everybody's phone number because you could DM them. Whether they see it or not is a different story, but it's just fucking wild, dude.
I don't know if you're in this conversation, but I was talking to somebody about like military kids, like how back in the day, it's like it's not like, it's like a privilege to be a military kid. It feels like you get like certain things, but you never, like back in the day, like Johnny Tsunami, like you never have the same friends because you got to move around so much. But now you could be a military kid in normal because you can just remember. You can exactly. You save them, call them, FaceTime. You can do all that shit.
Write a letter.
Exactly. You don't, no letters, no fucking.
There's a lot of heads that if I didn't have an Instagram, I probably would not know anything about them. I wouldn't see them. I wouldn't be able to talk. I don't have their numbers, but I do fuck with them. Like, I do know them.
I agree. Yeah, I'm the same way.
And it's also crazy how many people you know. When you have that shit, you realize how many people you really know.
Yeah.
Like, I follow.
When you don't have it is when you know.
It's crazy.
Damn, who the fuck I'm supposed to call?
I'm in
Barcelona and no Instagram. Like, I don't got nobody number or WhatsApp.
How'd you start making bread off Instagram?
Well, I was just using that like as a general bubble. Like, how I would do it is I DJ, and like a lot of venues have people that do their bookings and shit, and everyone has Instagram and mutuals. So like, I feel like for a lot of things, it's hard to see, you know, like, imagine you run a club and someone just emails you like, hey, I'm this and that, and I want to do this. You have no way of seeing their work unless it's like a fucking tape or a fucking CD or a link to some shit. But like, when you do it through Instagram, they have a chance to see you without seeing you. Like, they see how you live. They see the people that you're around.
It's also a downfall.
It's a downfall too if you're like doing some crazy shit. But like,
but it's easy. But
if you just carry yourself
if you easily corrupted, that a person and you were like around these people, you could easily get fucking caught up with some motherfucker like, oh, and that motherfucker just kicked you to the curb once he get what he was looking for.
Type shit.
Yeah, you gotta just be careful. You stop dick riding. Get off Instagram. Go touch grass.
But it's definitely a good tool in that aspect.
It can be.
Like, they get to see you.
Depends on what
as
you're doing.
formal.
Yeah, it depends on how you use it. I get what you're saying.
Like,
Yeah, tool could be a murder weapon.
Yeah.
Or it could fix something.
Use Instagram to kill someone, that's
You can use
crazy.
a screwdriver to tighten some shit or stab a nigga in the neck.
What the hell are you talking
I'm
about?
saying it got its ups and downs.
Does it
Goes both ways.
I'm gonna switch lanes real quick. Does it trip you up realizing how big Supreme got and like the thing that it is now versus like even just 10 years ago what it was and how it was when you were going to the shop?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely it tripped me out. Motherfuckers don't even know what the fuck Supreme is there for. Like the whole like original situation. Like for me it was a skate shop. That's fine. At least it was a skate shop. These motherfuckers just dick riding once again because they know that it's popping. Like
Yeah.
they don't know. Like a lot of motherfuckers don't even give a fuck about skating or anything. Like it's really Supreme is Supreme.
Yeah.
It is different.
When you were filming for Cherry, did you feel like you were doing something significant? Where you were like, "Yo, this is some shit that's pretty special. It's gonna go down in time as one of the videos. I gotta go hard right now."
No.
You're just skating.
Yeah. It was just like skating, and then they would fly me out, and I would like, fuck yeah. And I just wanted to skate, so it was like so easy. And I'm in New York, because I'm a LA motherfucker, it's like different. So many new spots, and like when you young like that, you really don't like. I didn't have that thought to where like, oh, what I'm doing, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Because I was a little kid. So no, not at all. Like I didn't think that it was gonna do that. I thought it was just normal.